Charles Company's immediate reaction force is on the move.
Have the boys name on standby, Doc?
There's been another attack on Access Control Point 2.
ACP-2's taking effective machine gun and RPG fire. We're gonna mount up the IRF and roll down and see if we can pound them into submission.
Within a few minutes, members of Captain Anian's platoon mount up and move out to reinforce the soldiers defending the checkpoint.
Ready to go!
While they roll out, their company commander, Major Eleanor Taylor, seeks permission to temporarily withdraw the troops from ACP-2.
So they're simply right now, in my mind, unnecessarily vulnerable targets.
She wants to keep them safe for the night because their defenses are not fully developed yet.
We're going to take them in after dark.
Canadians recently began bolstering existing Afghan National Army checkpoints and building new ones in an effort to disrupt the insurgents' freedom of movement.
We have to somehow interdict their movement, slow it down, disrupt it, so they can't just keep moving up into Kandahar City, keep moving, flowing stuff, IED parts and all that, so we've got to challenge them as much as we can.
Ever since Canadians began living in checkpoints like ACP-2, they've come under fire, sometimes twice a day.
We took contact from all along the east over there around 10 a.m. Just a bunch of small arms. They shot at the guys in the open that were at us in the open when we were filling sandbags. We returned fire and just held position, and they contact broke.
Andrew.
Late afternoon we were just hanging out and took contact from the west. RPG and small arms. IRF came down and just contact broke again.
The insurgents shoot at ACP-2 from a compound just 300 meters away. So today, Major Taylor orders the engineers to use their heavy equipment to build a ring of protection, a dirt berm around the checkpoint. But it doesn't stop the insurgents from attacking again. It's the same situation elsewhere. This is a daylight attack on a nearby observation post.
Guy's an idiot. What the fuck was that guy? That guy's a monkey.
I was close by.
Scotty's back under contact.
Yeah, back under contact.
Okay, roger that. They got stuff coming from Now Bazaar as well.
Sometimes, stray bullets from these attacks strike inside Charles Company's main patrol base.
I just got hit with ricochet from an incoming round. Say again? We just got, one of our propellants just got hit with an incoming round. Not a person?
Major Taylor next orders engineers to partially destroy the grape hut the insurgents are firing from. They respond by attacking ACP-2 twice in one day.
ACP-2, further than my last hit, the actual fire came from the compound itself, beside the grape hut and the wall that our call signs tore down yesterday, over.
Major Taylor considers her options, including the use of mortars or even anti-tank weapons.
If we continue to take contact from it, there's nothing wrong with an 84.
To deal with this persistent threat, she orders Captain Anians to complete the demolition job he started.
ACP2 is in this region here, and our target area for tomorrow morning, the small compound grade putt alleyway that everybody's familiar with that we went down to yesterday. So situation, ACP2 has taken further contact from the same compound twice since we were there last, including an RPG strike. It's been fairly inaccurate fire towards ACP2, but they're still using the east-west and the north-south Wadi line to infill to their little firing point there.
He and others in the platoon think there might be a trap waiting for them, an IED-initiated ambush perhaps.
We took fire from there twice today. We all know their tactics. They like suckering us in. That's why we're not infilling going down the trail, because that's what we used yesterday. So if they're trying to sucker us in, that's where the pressure plate is going to be. That's why we're going to go through the fields. So stay off the trails until the engineers have a chance to have a good search at it, and even then stay off the trails.
The next morning, the violence begins before the platoon even makes its move. Insurgents ambush an Afghan National Army patrol with an improvised explosive device. One soldier is wounded. An ambulance brings him to the patrol base to be stabilized.
Yes. 120 over 88.
See, we packed regular dust.
A Black Hawk helicopter arrives to take him to hospital. Near ACP-2, the engineers go into action with their Badger again. Their mission: destroy the grape hut entirely. They will also rip up 5 trees in the area, denying cover to the insurgents.
Yeah, Roger, that sounds good. So one guy in a green, one guy in white, moving over to the T-Lab. I'll take Simic and put him down there and they can deal with it.
While the engineers work, a soldier who specializes in civil-military cooperation speaks with 2 locals. He'll help if the property owner seeks compensation for today's damages.
We have set formulas for however many meters of wall or a certain size of grape hut, number of plants damaged. So basically I'll have to talk to them first, and I will get a figure of what they think it's worth, and then we'll add our formulation to that and we'll come up with something in between.
In a nearby compound, the platoon finds materials that could be used to make improvised explosive devices.
What do you got in your backpack? 155 shell?
No, more components.
Okay. Living the dream. Well, we found a fairly significant IED component cache. There was 5 81 millimeter mortars, 2 60 millimeter mortars. There was all kinds of shrapnel and different things that they tend to put in the DFFCs to blow out and hit the dismounts. We found wire, found objects that they make pressure plates out of.
What the soldiers don't take away for analysis, they move to a grape hut.
We're going to burn the refuse in the grape hut. It's unsafe for the engineers to search it. So the easiest way of doing it is to burn it all off. We've got permission. And that way, if there's anything inside of there, we'll either destroy it or it'll expose it so we can come back and get it later. We good? Yeah, go. Put her all the way back there, didn't you? There you go. Okay. All right, grab your stuff. Start extraction. Yeah. We're good. All right, let's go. Come on.
Insurgents have fired on ACP-2 8 times in 1 week, and they plan to do it again. But that night, as they sneak back into the area, there's a deadly surprise waiting for them. Gunners have been on standby for this fire mission several times over the past few days. Their mortar rounds kill one of the insurgents.
Curse is canceled. Oh! Way to go, Fred.
The other man escapes temporarily, but he's unable to hide from a Predator unmanned aerial vehicle and its Hellfire missile. This may not be the end of the story for the soldiers in ACP-2, but for the first time in a week, life gets a little quieter for Charles Company. For Army News in Afghanistan, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Mike Vernon.